What you got to see, point number one, is that when people sense the Spirit of God, people are attracted to the Spirit of God. You tell me I'm lying. Man, I've been at Walmart and seen somebody, how you doing? Oh, man, I'm glad you're here. I'm like, dude, I'm just getting diapers, bro. Man, I tell you what, it's just been rough. It's just been rough. And they start basically bearing their whole soul to you, and you kind of in checkout line. Why does this happen? Like, man, me and my wife, I was on the couch last night. I was just on it. I was on that couch. I sawed some logs and woke up. She's still mad at me, right? It could be anything, but people are attracted to the Spirit of God because they sense the Spirit of God. They know that there's something on the inside of you, and I know that has happened to you. Why? Because there is something that they know lives on the inside of you that they can confide in. Attracted to the Spirit of God, and this is something that is unique. This is on purpose. This is a design of how God operated in us, man. See, we need to be able to love people. We need to be able to communicate with people, and Daniel had this. And the king saw it, and this is why he called, and this is why he raised him up. And Daniel 4:4-9 says this. This is where we get to the beginning of the second vision that we're going to talk about today. And he says this, I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at ease in my house and prospering in my place. And I'm going to warn you right now, we got a lot of scripture today, so y'all bear with me. He said, I saw a dream that made me afraid. Now that opening line, boy, you know he's a king. I was at ease, prospering in my place. Prospering in my palace. Who feels like that today? Come on, bring me the grapes. You know, this is a king, right? This is a dude who's just the king, and he's living like one. But then he says, I saw a dream that made me afraid. As I lay in bed, the fancies and the visions of my head alarmed me. So I made a decree that all the wise men of Babylon should be brought before me, that they might make known to me the interpretation of the dream. Then the magicians, the enchanters, the Chaldeans, and the astrologers came in, and I told them the dream, but they could not make known to me its interpretation. At last Daniel came in before me, he who was named Belteshazzar, after the name of my God, in whom is the spirit of the holy gods. And I told him the dream, saying, Oh, Belteshazzar, chief of the magicians. Boy, he knows right now. Isn't he sucking up to Daniel right now? See, they renamed him after their own people, but his name is Daniel. And he said, chief of the magicians, because I know that the spirit of the holy gods is in you. Come on, this is important. He said, I know that the spirit of the holy gods is in you, and that no mystery is too difficult for you. Tell me the visions of my dream that I saw, and then tell me their interpretation. A couple of things I want to break down about these passages right here is that, come on, you see them. Don't you understand that just like the king, people recognize when you have the Spirit of God living on the inside of you, and because of that, you might be called to go places that you never thought you would.